Hi, it's James from Force 4 and today I'm here with Billy, our clothing director, and we're going to answer a question we get asked a lot, which is what is the main difference between inshore, coastal and offshore jackets? So Billy, over to you. Start us off with this inshore jacket.
This is a typical inshore jacket. It's obviously waterproof and breathable. Has a relatively low collar.
Okay, yeah.
Single set of hand warmer pockets in the front. With storm cuff and an outer sleeve.
So what was the main difference, would you say, before we get the coastal jacket? The difference between this, they're obviously like a lighter weight fabric.
They are lighter weight. They do generally are lighter weight fabric, yeah. The main feature that you'll see the difference in though is the height of the collar. In the coastal jacket, the height of the collar goes higher. Some brands have an upgrade of the fabric as well,
yeah.
But a lot of brands use the same fabric between inshore and coastal.
Okay, cool. Well, let's get out a coastal jacket and see how it looks different. So now we've got a coastal jacket out, and yeah, immediately I can see, like you said, the collar heights are way different. This also has some fleece lining. Tell us a bit more about it.
Yeah, on the Gill coastal jacket, it is a heavier duty fabric compared to the Musto inshore. Some of the features are the same, however. The storm cuff on the inside and then the outer cuff. The hood is generally the same as the inshore as well. Yeah. The main difference though is definitely the height of the collar.
So again, like the question we get asked is, why would you wear a coastal over an inshore? Rain's wet wherever you are. Why are the conditions changing when you're offshore that you might want something a bit more?
Well, it's mainly to do with the protection you get up and around your face, and also the higher up the back of your head that the actual collar comes to. It creates a much warmer jacket compared to the inshore. So that's great for bouncing around the bay on a relatively windy day. But you wouldn't want to do an overnight trip in it. There's not enough protection there.
Well, let's move on to an offshore jacket and see what the difference is going up to the next level as well then.
Okay.
So now we've moved on to the offshore jacket. Again, I can see just holding up a coastal. Collar seems that much higher again, especially up around the back of the neck. Takes us through a bit more of it. Why would you go offshore over coastal?
Okay. In an offshore jacket compared to a coastal, there's virtually always a fabric upgrade. So the fabric is heavier duty. It's probably got a higher breathability factor on it as well. The other thing that you'll also spot is that it's got hand warmer pockets in the chest on both sides. There's hand warmer pockets in here and then a cargo pocket. Some coastal jackets do have a pocket layout like this, but virtually all offshore jackets will have a pocket layout like that. The main thing is the height of the collar. As you can see, it comes much higher up and above your ears.
Yeah.
Also, you'll also find on the hood, there's more adjustment on the hood on an offshore jacket.
Okay.
Compared to a coastal. Also, you'll also find that there's more reflective taping on the outside of the coat for safety features compared to the coastal jacket.
I suppose that's because, again, you think if you're offshore, you're more exposed, you're in bigger weather. If you go overboard, you're going to need more chance of being seen.
Correct.
And I guess the heavyweightness, again, what I'd sort of always learnt was they're made more durable because if you're offshore, you're going to be sat in that all the time compared to an inshore where you might put it on when the weather's bad. And
that's exactly right, yeah. I mean, you'd have no problem doing an overnight trip or even a couple of days trip in one of these, even in the foulest conditions.
Nice. So there you go. That was a brief overview of an idea about why you go inshore, coastal and offshore, the differences between them. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.